Hi, good morning. My name is Claudia Brown Coulter with Brown and Culture. I'm a divorce mediator and I help you create a customized divorce so that you can uncouple consciously and respectfully. If you are joining me live today, please, write something below so that I can say hello to you. And if you're watching the replay, go ahead and hashtag replay. I'm really happy no matter how you're watching this or where you're watching it that you're here today. I know it's Monday morning and in some parts of the world, today is a holiday. In the United States, it's not. So I'm here. And if you are celebrating Easter Monday, happy Easter to you. So the title is Do You Regret Getting Married? Like, if you're watching this video, there's a probability that maybe things aren't going so great for your marriage. And maybe you regret getting married and now you have to disentangle yourself from this other person that you've built a life with. So really the question to ask is not, do you regret getting married, but should you regret getting married? No, I don't think you should. I don't think you should regret getting married. Even if you ignored the red flags, it's very unlikely that you were manipulated and tricked into marrying this person. It's very likely that you saw the good in them and you loved them despite their flaws. That's what love is. And what it shows is that you have a kind and caring heart and that you have a soft heart that can love. Those are very, very good things. Okay? Very, very good things. So going back and wishing that you were never married when your marriage is falling apart, like, oh man, why did I do this? That's totally normal. Okay? So whether you should regret or shouldn't or do or don't, there is no judgment on if you do. It's not a morality thing, right? It's not moral or immoral to regret getting married. That is just how you are feeling. But another question I want to ask you is, but do you want to wish away all of the good feelings from your marriage? Do you want to wish away all that you've learned? Do you want to wish away all the growth that has happened in this marriage in your life and through the dissolution of the marriage? Do you want to wish away your beloved pets? Do you want to wish away your children? Okay, maybe if they're bad, but in good. You might have those moments where you're just like, no, I'm joking. Do you really want to wish away your kids? Of course you don't. They're a part of you. Of course you don't. Okay, so going back and wishing we were never married, why did I do this? It's like if we went back in time, we would erase all of the growth. We would erase all of that sorrow, but we would also erase all of the joy and the satisfaction that we've had in life so far. So, also, how productive is I told you so? From someone else, your mother, your sisters, your friends. I told you so. How productive is that? Right? We don't want to hear that. That doesn't help. But sometimes we tell ourselves that, and that doesn't help either. Like, you knew you were making a mistake. That doesn't help. It's too late now. I don't even need myself to tell me that. We're just going to stop that conversation right there. So here's what I also hear, especially when things go bad. And maybe things are going bad and you're like, but I really want them to get better. I don't know what's happening with my spouse right now. He or she is wigging out. I'm holding out hope that they will change. And then somebody's in your ear be like, well, people don't change. Did I ask you? Of course I didn't ask you. I'm hoping that my marriage is going to work out okay. And you telling me that he not going to change or she not going to change. And now I just feel worse. Why don't you just go away? Am I the only one who feels that way sometimes when people give you unsolicited advice? It's a little early on a Monday morning to have the attitude I have right now. I just got mad at the imaginary person. So when people say people don't change, that's just so not true. People tell me, this isn't the person I married. Well, there you go. There's evidence that people change because this person is not the person that you walk down the aisle to or that walked down the aisle to you. they're different. There's your evidence that people change. When people say people don't change, though, they're usually just referring to their negative qualities. But here's the thing, if people can go from good to bad, well, then they can go from bad to good as well, right? None of us is perfect. None of us is just solely altruistic that we all have good in us. Of course not. You see that in your children if you have children, or in your pets if you have pets. People have to learn and grow, and we have to allow them to learn and grow. And if people don't change, what's the point of life anyway? We grow and change a little bit every single day, and that's how we can contribute to society. We become our best selves every single day. If we're doing our best every single day, then the world around us, the lives that we touch will have a better life experience because they've been touched by us, because we've chosen to change and grow. But most people change and grow anyway. Okay? It is just the direction that they change and grow. Well, growth is usually positive, so it's just maybe the direction that they change. So, as much as you could be in one of two camps. You're in the I am done and I don't want anything else to do with this person and I am getting a divorce come hell or high water. I am done and I don't want them back. I am never going back. Get out of my life. And there are others of you who may also still be done, totally done. I'm done with your get out, or I'm leaving. But there is something inside of you that goes, but I don't really want this. I want them to change. I want them to change for me. I want them to hold our marriage as the most important thing in our lives, in their life, and that they will work on themselves to change themselves, to become a better parent or become a better partner or whatever. So for those of you who are in this camp, we know that we can't change someone else. You can try, but it's an exercise in futility, right? We can only change ourselves. We only have control over ourselves. And this is a really, really good thing, because being able to change people, that's too much power. Good people can go bad really quickly with too much power if they are not mature enough to handle it. So to be able to change someone else, we don't even want that. But we can work on ourselves, and we can work on becoming the best version of ourselves every single day. We were dealt a hand, and it may not be the best hand, right? Most of us weren't born with things that make our lives easy, but we don't have to live with that. We can create the life that we want, and we can become the people that we want to become. So in this time of transition, especially if you're going, I don't know if my marriage is going to survive this latest fallout. I don't know if now that we filed for divorce, if there's no turning back, because you can file for divorce and not complete your divorce and decide to reconcile. And maybe that's your hope. Or maybe you haven't filed for divorce and you're just like, we're no longer living together, but it doesn't mean that this marriage, that I don't want it to live, that I don't want it to thrive and survive. So, but you have to, now, I know I'm doing a lot of you, because these are a lot of conversations I've had with myself of how do I become my best self every day. And honestly, there are bad days in divorce. There are a lot of bad days in divorce where you're like, I'm not my best self. This is the best I can do today. Well, honey, you were at your best that day. This is the best you can do, and that's okay. So your focus, especially during this moment in life, is to just be the best you can every day. Give yourself grace. You are a good person, and you deserve people around you who love you and who are good people too. And so if there's toxicity in your relationship, or maybe just things have soured a little bit and your spouse does not want to continue in the relationship, let them go. It's okay. You are going to be okay. Now, here's what you're going to find about divorce that may surprise you. And it might make you feel a little jaded, like, dang it, why couldn't they do that when we were together? So after your divorce, not right after, but give it some time after your divorce, your ex will probably become a better parent, divorced, than when they were married to you. They will probably become less argumentative with you. They may become a better earner, and they might actually be happier. And that one cuts deep. You're like, I am the happiness in their life. I'm the best thing that ever happened to them. How could they be happier without me? It happens though. And that's a real blow to our egos to discover that. It doesn't mean that you're any less of a person. It's okay. You're gonna be okay. So in short, if you give it time and you have kids or pets that you share, working with your ex will actually get easier once you've been divorced for a while, as opposed to when you were married. Now, if you don't share kids or pets, then you should let them go and live their life, and you live yours, and minimize contact. I was talking to a lady a couple years back, and she was like, oh yeah, my ex and I, we were friends, we hung out, and then I just finally had to let him go. It wasn't healthy for me anymore to be friends with him. And I think that they kept their friendship because of their families, but it was like, we're not married anymore. What is the point of this? So it really is okay to let them go. If you have nothing else in common, you don't share anything else, all that everything's been divided, go your separate ways. Now here's one more thing about divorce that is kind of uncomfortable. This person, your ex, usually doesn't become a better person until you're gone. They don't usually change until you're gone. And if it's like it depends on their personality. So they might change. Maybe you're separated and they're like, oh, I got to get this person back. And they work on themselves and they make some major life changes. Great. But usually that doesn't happen. And so they don't change until you're fully gone from their life. Or they don't change at all. Either way, it's not your problem anymore. Okay? Either way, they will become if they change and they become a better person, they become a better person for their next spouse, and you have wonderful learning lessons. Or they don't change at all, and you can go, okay, well, it was good for me to get out when I did. But they're not your concern anymore. And I know that that's really hard to swallow, because we care about our spouses and we want them to be the best version of themselves, and we want to see them succeed. But there will come a point, whether now or when you're going through your divorce, or it might take a while afterwards, where you just finally wake up and go, I don't care anymore. And it's not a cold and calculated, I don't care about you. It's a really healthy, I don't track them anymore. I don't follow them anymore. I'm not obsessing about the quality of their life anymore. It doesn't matter to me anymore. And that's a place where I want you to be. So, what do you take away from this? What you take away from this is, don't regret. Don't should on yourself. I should have done this. I shouldn't have done that. Don't do that. What's done is done. If you need to get a divorce without beating up on yourself, and don't allow other people to beat up on you either. Take the good with the bad and become a happier person. Look at yourself and go, what needs to change in my life so that I can leave this earth one day knowing that I had a good and full life and I made the lives around me better. So take that thought with you through this week. Even if you're not getting a divorce and you're one of my friends watching this, I love you. How can you make your life better to make the lives around you better? You guys got this. Divorce is not the end of the world. I will help you get through it. I will help you get through it. It is not the end of the world. It is a segment in time, and you can come and rebound off of your divorce a better person. It's a strength building activity if you allow it to be. All right, guys, have a great week. I am reading for you. Once again, happy Easter, and I will see you next Monday. Bye.